Of the 779 or 780 people who were detained at Guantanamo since the beginning, only 16 were charged with involvement in terrorism. Only 16. Now, people don't recognize that. They assume everyone at Guantanamo is a terrorist or connected with terrorism. That's simply not so.
Bottom line, Guantanamo, despite so many promises and hopes and an immense amount of work on the part of lawyers and others, remains open today with no sense of closure. At present, there are 35 detainees at Guantanamo, down from about 780 at its height. The cost at Guantanamo is upwards of $13 million per prisoner per year and seems to be going up all the time, with new projects, for example, for old age housing for the detainees who are still there. Of the 35 detainees that are still held, 12 are in the military commission system, 10 facing trial, and 20 have been cleared for release and are awaiting their transfers out, but have not been transferred out. 3 have not yet been cleared for release and remain as indefinite detainees, or, in the words of New York Times reporter Carol Rosenberg, forever prisoners. Guantanamo started off and in many ways has remained a place outside the law. U.S. authorities could have kept the captives near the battlefield, or they could have been brought to the United States to stand trial in federal court. These were 2 options. Instead, authorities chose to take them to the island of Cuba, where it was assumed the government could avoid the constraints of domestic, international, and military law. From the start, this remained the sort of mantra of Guantanamo, to be outside the law. Attempting to sidestep Geneva III protections, the captives were to be called detainees, not prisoners, therefore not prisoners of war and not subject to the protections that would accrue.